Hey guys, welcome back. It's Rob again. So today I got a gameplay video for you guys based on the Rend, Hammer of the Ancients, and Whirlwind build that I covered a few weeks ago. I took a couple weeks off making videos because I was having technical difficulties with recording this gameplay video, but I figured I'm going to give it a shot again and see how it goes. So in today's video, I'm just going to be covering the basic gameplay of this build, and I'm going to be doing it on MP10. This is actually by far one of my favorite builds. You'll see why once I get into the actual gameplay. It's a little bit difficult to get started when you first jump into a game and start with zero fury, but there are a few methods as to what you can do to counteract that, so to speak. So I'm going to show you one, and then I'll explain another. So give you a quick glance at the build itself real quick if you didn't see the last video. So if you haven't seen the last video, go back and check this out. This is a build. I went into pretty detailed explanation as to why I picked the skills that I picked. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go to Cemetery of the Forsaken. As you can see, I don't have a Fury generating attack, so I'm going to go here first. Alright, now the reason I go here is because there is free things to beat on. Get your Battle Rage going. Once you have your Battle Rage, you want to stop right there, hit your Battle Rage. You don't want to hit Hammer of the Ancients, because obviously, as you can see, Hammer of the Ancients lit up, and that was the next available ability. Then go to Fields of Misery. You can either do that to get your Fury generated at the start, or you can just go straight up to a target and start meleeing, which is sort of risky, but it is very possible. This is just a safer way to do it. So as you can see, when you start your combat, you're going to want to run in, hit Rend and Whirlwind, and just get your Fury generating and get it started. And occasionally, as you are in a group, you're going to want to stop and drop a Rend, and use your hammer to periodically beat down your bigger targets, like these big bowls. I feel like the volume's too loud. I'm going to turn it down. I don't know, and it's blaring in my ears, so I'm turning it down. So go ahead and get another group. See, I want to keep my sprint going. Sprint, Whirlwind, Rend, then pick a target and hammer. As you can see, this is a very high Fury generating build. You can maintain your Wrath, which I just popped, for a very long time, if not forever, as long as you have mobs to beat on, of course. Sprint, Rend, hammer. And as you can see, my Fury is not going down, really. What I really like about this is this seems to be the best combination of a Whirlwind, Hammer of the Ancients, or Rend build. It's a very balanced build between all of them. I think it takes the best aspects of every one of those types of builds and kind of mashes them all into one build. As you can see, what my method behind this kind of is the way to tell whether or not your tornadoes are ticking, you just watch the numbers. When you see all the numbers going off like crazy, you know you have active tornadoes on the ground still. So you're going to want to sit there and watch the numbers as they are ticking, drop a Rend, and then once you see all the numbers ticking, start dropping some hammers on the closest big target. Once you see the numbers start to slow down, like as in they're not popping up as much, see there's tons and tons of numbers right now, they start slowing down, that means I need to start whirlwinding again. That's just a good method as to how to base whether or not you should do some more whirlwinding and drop some more tornadoes. There you go. Let's get an elite, see how this fares against an elite. It actually does extremely well, but I just want to show you anyways. Oh, I've already been this direction. Ooh, my Wrath just fell off because I don't have any mobs to hit. That's okay. You don't really need to have Wrath to survive with this build, that is for damn sure. I need an elite though, that would be nice. See, my Wrath's already off cooldown, so it's not that big of a deal. And as you can see, I'm just trailing stuff behind me so I can keep my Fury generated. There we go, there's an elite. Whirlwind, drop a Rend, and start hammering. Once you see the numbers slow down a little bit, do it again. You just want to find a nice balance to utilize each of the skills to their fullest potential, of course. And as you can see, these guys are reflect damage, and it's really not affecting me whatsoever. I know a lot of people have trouble with reflect damage elites. Horde reflects damage, Desecrator, Mortar. A lot of damage is going out between me and them. Still having absolutely no problems with it whatsoever. The charge is about the only thing that's really hurting me, as you just saw right there. There we go. Even the green stuff really isn't doing much. There's just a lot of life return on this build, a lot of damage output, and a lot of survivability and mobility. This seems to be one of the more well-rounded builds out there right now that I see a decent amount of people using. It seems to utilize a lot of different aspects of other builds that I've seen people using. It's a very good combination of all these skills, your sprint, battle rage, which is obviously quite essential, Rend, wrath, which is also essential, hammer, the ancients, and whirlwind, all really good, really awesome skills, and this is a really good way to use them all without having to rely on a fury generating attack. Whereas most barbarian builds, your primary attack on your left mouse click is usually bash or the frenzy or whatever the other one is. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now. Oh, the cleave one, the sweeping one, the cleave. This doesn't require a fury generating attack, which is going to turn a lot of heads. A lot of people are going to criticize you for using it, but I promise you this is a very, very good, very usable build. I personally love it. I've been sticking with it for the last month or so now, and I'm not burned out on it yet. It seems to be the best one for farming EXP, like Paragon runs or Demonic Essence runs where you're just killing elites. It seems to be the most well-rounded one, and I personally love it, and I definitely suggest you guys try it. It works very well for me. I've found the best farming results with this build over all the others, I think. So I'm going to be sticking with it. So I suggest you do the same. I'm going to go back to town, let you look at my stats real quick, get you an idea of what you should be shooting for. I mean, I don't have the greatest gear, but I think it's halfway decent, so that's about what I'm running with right now. If you want to look at these stats or anything, pause the video. If you want to look at it, there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for gameplay, but one more thing before I go. I'm going to put a link to my Facebook in the info below. If you guys want any updates or anything, if you want to stay up to date on my videos before they come out, or if you want to just talk or chat with me, go check that out on the information below. Just click that, go give me a like on that. I'd really appreciate that. And if you really like this video, leave me a comment, let me know any suggestions, any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that. I'm more than willing to help give you any information, or if you think I need any information, leave me a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see my next latest video. I will have another gameplay and or build video out within the week. I usually do at least one video a week. That's usually what I shoot for until I start having technical difficulties. But that's usually what I shoot for. 1, maybe 2 videos a week. So don't forget to subscribe, and that's all I've got for today. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for watching.